Hi there, it's Kevin Doherty here from Dream Practice Coaching. Thanks so much for requesting this free short training video on how to use Facebook to build your practice or your business. Should be very helpful. I'm going to try to keep this pretty short, pretty concise for you, but I do want to give you some really important tips on using this particular website to attract your ideal clients or patients, get massive exposure, and really build your brand on the internet and using social media. So in case you aren't aware of it and you've been living under a rock, Facebook is enormous. It's the #1 website on the planet right now. And the new statistic that I really like that I heard this morning is that the like button now gets clicked over 400 billion times per day. So that gives you a sense of how many people are on this website. And regardless of what kind of business you have, you can definitely use Facebook to help you out. It can be an enormous asset. And in case I'm new to you and you're just finding me for the first time, I have done a couple things in business. I've built my own successful health practice, and I definitely use the internet primarily to do that. But even more so now, I run a very successful online coaching business where we have thousands and thousands of health practitioners and small business owners from around the world that subscribe to our emails and sign up for our programs. And Facebook has been amazing for me in terms of getting more reach and really impacting a much larger audience than I otherwise would. So I've definitely put in the hard yards in terms of learning Facebook. I've experimented a lot with it, and I want to teach you a little bit about what I've learned along the way. And just in case you're not on my fan page, I have several fan pages, but my main one that I really focus on right now is facebook.com/Dream Practice fan page. Definitely like that page and check out what I'm doing there, because just modeling my example will definitely get you off to a really good start. So if you take a quick look at this page, which I'm on now, you'll see that I have currently over 28,000 people that have liked this page, and this continues to grow pretty steadily every single day. And the first tip that I want to give you is you need a fan page. If you don't have a Facebook fan page yet, this is where you want to be marketing your business, not on your personal profile. If you market on your personal profile, you can definitely get your account shut down, and it's just not nearly as powerful or as versatile as your fan pages. So go ahead and set up a fan page, and if you have not taken this step already, make sure you do get a customized timeline cover for your fan page. So that's what you see here, where I have my logo on it, I have a little tagline, and a nice image that kind of reflects and symbolizes what I do on this page. So that's extremely important, that first impression that your new fans will get of your work. A lot of that does come through in your timeline cover. So you can get that done really easily and cheap at Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. So go ahead and check that out. So on this page, I'm gonna kind of use this page as an example of what you can do, because all the same principles apply. Like I said, whatever kind of business you have, you can take some of what I'm doing here on this page and definitely apply it to your own business. So on Facebook marketing, on your fan page, it boils down to a couple key things. There's quantity and there's quality, and you need both. I've heard a lot of people say, like, I don't really care how many fans I have, I just want them to be engaged and I want them to show up and notice what I'm doing. I would actually dispute that and say you do want a lot of fans on your page. You won't really notice much happening on most fan pages if you don't have at least 500 likes on your page. So you definitely want to take steps to get your first 500 likes. The best way to do that by far is pay-per-click advertising, is running pay-per-click ads that get you more likes on Facebook. So if you have not tried that yet, I highly recommend that you learn as much as you can about that, because it's definitely one of the most powerful marketing strategies out there. And there are many, many other ways that you can, of course, build your fan base. A lot of it does have to do with just sharing great content for your audience, which I think, I feel like I've done a pretty good job of on this particular page, and a lot of my posts and a lot of the content on this page in general does go viral, and people just share it with their people on their page and people that they know. And that does start to happen more organically over time, but you need a base. You need to get those first few hundred people on your page. And really, I think the best way to do that is to invest in it and to start to really learn pay-per-click advertising using Facebook. It's an amazing strategy for you. It's definitely outside of the scope of this particular video because that does take me some time to explain how to use that. Honestly, a few hours of time to really get into the details. But I encourage you to just jump in and start taking action now. Don't even worry about making mistakes. Take a small budget, even $5 or $10 a day, and just start driving likes to your page and building up your base. And you can do that locally, you can do it nationally or internationally. There are so many ways that you can advertise on Facebook. It's really like the sky's the limit. So if we scroll down here though, you can see, first of all, the number of likes you have is extremely important. So you want to just keep building that up over time and make that as large as you possibly can. If your goal is to have a very large practice or business with a ton of clients, let's say you want to see 100 plus clients per week, Facebook is definitely one of the best ways to get you there. And the more your like numbers start to increase on Facebook, the more that's going to happen naturally if you follow some of these other strategies that I'm going to lay out for you here. The next number that I want you to really pay attention to, and this one is often overlooked, is how many people are talking about your page. And you can see here 5,775 people are talking about my page. If you even go to a lot of the so-called like Facebook marketing experts out there and look at their pages, a lot of them have a talking about in the range of 300 to 2,000. So they're not even getting that much engagement on their page, and that's really what that number shows you, is how engaging your page is with your fans. So what that shows me is that people are very engaged with my page, and it can always get better. I can keep ramping that number up, but by and large, I get a high percentage of my fans connecting with what I have to say and liking and sharing the content on there. So the next big tip that I want to give you here is you definitely want to integrate effective web marketing with Facebook. The goal on Facebook is not to just use Facebook to get people in the door of your practice or your business or whatever it is. The goal is to get them over to your website. So you need to have strategies in place to get people off of Facebook and get them over to your website, ideally onto your email list, so you can start building your list and building a database of people that are interested in what you do. Once again, that's a very big subject. There are a lot of little nuances that go into making that really effective, but I just want you to get thinking in that direction for now, that how can you get people off of Facebook and get them onto your website? And there are lots of little strategies we use to do that for sure. One of the ones you can use though is these little buttons here, these tabs at the top of your page are oftentimes grossly underutilized. So you can have buttons there that drive them to free offers on your site, or to specials that you're running. Just get them over to your website using these buttons here, and that's a really good starting point, okay? Okay, the next thing I want to show you is just the kind of content that works on Facebook, simply put. A lot of people think that, and I hear this advice given all the time, that if you have a business page, you just keep it business related, and that's what people notice. I think that is terrible advice. Facebook is not about business. It's not a business site. So you need to treat it psychologically, where people are at. Meet them where they're at. And they are not there to buy from you. They're not there to really even engage in business a lot of the time. They're there to connect and build relationships and, look for things that amuse them or give them insights or give them inspiration, right? Most of what you want to post on your page is actually along those lines. Just helping people, entertaining them, making them laugh, connecting with them, building relationships. You really honestly don't want to post a ton of business stuff on your page in terms of, here's my product, come and buy it, or here's what my business does, come check it out. Those kinds of posts don't get much engagement at all, and I think that's actually the way that people will ignore your page more than not, is if it feels like it's pretty salesy or it doesn't really convey a very personal quality. Facebook's very personal, and it is about building relationships. So if you go through a lot of my posts on this page, you're going to see that I share a lot of insights. I share a lot of tips that are truly intended to help people on my page. And I really do put a lot of thought into these kinds of posts because, it's my primary way of connecting with my audience is sharing this kind of content through Facebook. So, for instance, like this post that I put on last night, just a few hours ago, it was a quote by the Dalai Lama, and I just put a little insight at the top. Already has 444 likes and 185 shares as of today. And that's what you want to start seeing happening on your page, is that you're getting a ton of engagement, likes and shares and comments. And those three kind of aspects of Facebook are key to your success. You want to get people engaged. So you want to post things that will get people connected to what you have to say. So things of value, inspiring quotes, insights, even little stories from your personal life, things you learn through the day. If you're going out on a hike, don't feel bashful about posting like a picture of you with your family or just by yourself hiking. That might seem a little strange if you're a business owner, but I promise you that's what people want. They want to connect with you and they want to build a relationship. They don't just want you, selling your business on Facebook. So check out my page and kind of see how I'm doing that. But you can apply that to any business, really, and just keep it very personal, and really make a sincere effort to connect with people on your page, and you should do fine. Now, at this point, you might be asking, well, how do I actually get people to buy my products or services if all I'm sharing is personal stuff or these insights or whatever it is? It's a valid question. There is an art to doing this successfully, and you learn this over time. But as a rule of thumb, I would recommend that 1 out of every 15 to 20 posts do have to do with your business, where you're encouraging somebody to go to your website, to call your office. And even those posts, though, you're doing it in a very non-salesy, very soft kind of way, where you might even preface it with like some sort of insight or some sort of content that has value for them, and then lead into the offer you want to make them. That works much better on Facebook than just like, here's my stuff, go check it out, go buy if you're interested. That generally doesn't really fly too well on Facebook, and we do see a lot of people using that strategy, and it still leaves me scratching my head like why they think that would work. It just doesn't work. So those are some of the main things I wanted to convey to you. Share a lot of useful stuff for your audience. Be willing to be generous and just share stuff that will help people, and that will help you build your audience. It'll help you build your business, and establish like a lot of trust and goodwill with people in masses out there, because Facebook has over 1 billion users now. It's a huge website, and there are plenty of your ideal clients hanging out on the site basically all day long. And as a good marketer for your business, your goal is to connect with those people, find them, attract them to you. And you do that through pay-per-click advertising, through sharing really good content with them, and for having a page that just reflects value for people and where they are encouraged to go. They want to hang out on your page. They want to engage there. So a lot of this, it sounds kind of common sense, right? Like it's not like rocket science, but a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people are using Facebook in a very business-y kind of way, where they're really just there to sell. They're just there because they feel like they have to. I don't want you to even bother with Facebook if you're only there to market your business. If the only thing you want to do on that site is market your business, stay away from it, because Facebook really isn't about that. But it can lead to amazing things in your business if you allow it to, okay? So that is my main tip for you today, is just start using Facebook in this way. One last thing, I want to make sure that this is clear to you too. Another big mistake that I see people make, and then we'll close up shop here, is that they don't post nearly enough on their page. So the way that I get, scrolling back up to the top here, the way that I get 5,775 people talking about my page is that I post a lot. And you can go through and see that I'm posting several times a day on my page. Don't be bashful about this. As long as your content is really helpful for people, the more you post, the better. The more you post, the better. You really can't post too much as long as you're sharing good content with people. So even more than once a day, definitely more than once a day. I would say get it up to 3 times a day, 4 times a day, even 5, 6, 7 times a day. And that's where you're going to start to see your Facebook page explode with virality and engagement and growth, is the frequency of your posting, okay? So some of these tips might be sort of contrary to some of what you've heard out there, but this is what I'm seeing working extremely well for me and for many of my coaching clients as well that I'm helping with this particular process right now. So I hope this helps you out and gets you at least started on Facebook. It is a big subject, but I did want to keep this video short because I respect your time. I know you're busy, so just take this and run with it. Under this video, you should see a link to check out my Inner Circle. It's called the Accelerate Your Growth Inner Circle coaching program. And if you click that button, you can get a lot more information about how you can work with me further and what we're doing in this group. So it's basically a group of like-minded practitioners and entrepreneurs who are looking to just create a very successful, meaningful business that helps a lot of people, either locally or around the world, using both the internet and offline marketing, and really combining personal growth, personal development with professional development with it, with the most cutting edge effective marketing going on right now. So Facebook is definitely going to be a part of this group, but there's a lot more to it than that. So click on that button below and get all the details of this program, and if it's a good fit for you, I would definitely love to see you in the inner circle. We run a Facebook group there that you can be a part of once you sign up, and we'd love to have you as part of our community. So that is all for now. Sorry about my phone, and we'll catch up soon, and I'll be sending you some more information in the near future, just via email to let you know what's going on and give you some more tips. But that should do it for now. Thanks so much for watching this. I hope it helps you out, and keep me posted on your success in business and in life. This is Kevin signing off for now. Take care.